Hey everybody, and welcome back to Combo Breaker 2024 here in the fabulous Schaumburg, Illinois. I am Jadelyn, and this is the wonderful Fox, and we are going to take you through another round of Uni 2 pools.
Really glad that we got to be here this morning because, you know, everyone, it's noon, CST time. People are kind of still waking up. Have a lot of drops. Nothing new. A lot of people still play it on PC, so, like, you know, PC to PS5 is a little weird for people. There's a couple of, like, frames of delay for them.
It's true.
But, you know, if you know you're going to be at a event like this, you have to be ready, like, okay, I need to practice on PS5. Let me get my console out, or let me go to my local and get ready, or just increase the delay on my PC so I, you know, get used to it, even though I might not have a PS5.
Right, definitely. I mean, that was actually exactly what I did because I primarily play on PC, and then leading up to this, I switched over to PS4 for PS5, prepped for this. Did I still go O2? Yes, I did.
Oh, you entered bracket?
I did enter the bracket. I was a little disappointed. I should have done better, and I was like, man, I hate that, but you know, there's plenty of time to practice, and we're really lucky that we had so many different pools of people who have practice because I was here with Avian yesterday, and we were talking about it. Like, that was probably the highest quality pools I've ever seen. We had match after match after match of just high quality, fantastic Uni 2, and we're already going to get going now.
So I see Ori, Kaguya. Let's see who they are.
So this is Stellar versus Adam, I believe.
Yeah.
So Orie has kind of been the talk of the last couple of weeks. So there was that tier list that came out and from Japan, put her up really above everybody.
Yes, because Japan usually likes they highlight consistency, mobility, and just being able to like out neutral somebody for the most part. But NA, Jesus Christ, round start slide, but doesn't get the full confirm afterwards.
No, not yet.
Oh, 2B. Yeah, Kaguya 2B is a mid, but it hits twice, so it's easy to confirm.
Yeah, the slides are doing a lot for Adam right now. Yeah, again, another slide right there, and you may be able to get a good conversion off of it as well. I feel like Stellar just hasn't gotten to play the game really at all.
They're like, I don't know what this Kaguya character does. Why does she have two guns? Oh, God. All right, EX Laser.
Oh, the
goes for
slide
another
again.
Slide. Every time Adam, well, there's CS, but doesn't get a full combo. What? Grenades.
Ooh.
Guard break.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Stellar didn't know what those orbs did, he was going to be in huge trouble. But it doesn't really seem to matter because they're just getting hit by that slide every single time.
I would hope they know it's a low, but it feels like they're trying to jump, and they get aquatic jump sort of.
Okay. I like the way that Adam actually like jumped over there to create that space for themselves. But yeah, using the Divine Thrust to try and get something started and a little bit of Thanatos, but I'm not seeing a lot of consistency out of Stellar yet.
Whoops. With DP, thrust CS into another DP. A small damage here and there. Slide again, no confirm. You can pick up off that slide, even though it doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was yellow. You can break those. You have more frames to break.
Yeah, was it 14 frames that you can break those? Something like that?
No, it's like almost 20.
It's almost 20. Good lord.
It's a lot. Jump 2C, no combo. 3C, no combo. And, you know, just getting some pokes here and there. Spending some meter.
Yeah.
Ah, you walked into Thanatos.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I thought that they were going to be able to block that, but they didn't get a grid break. So Stellar managed to really just, it was like, I don't want to use the word chip because that's a really specific thing in fighting games, but like poke out little tiny bit just more than Adam did. This was a slight bit more consistent start for Adam, which I like.
Oh, stuck in the corner. Trying to shield out. Pokes with 2B into 3C. All right, gets a DP knockdown. Small Kaguya pressure. EX grenades with the normal grenades.
Yeah. Oh, there was the attack that time.
Thrust. Oh, doesn't get the thrust into EX. Gets punished for it. All right, let's see. Another grenade setup. Blocks the low finally. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, that was a nice punish on that DP from Adam. So now Stellar try and get something started. Yeah, the overhead and then into Thanatos. So there is some combo potential there for Stellar.
You know how some gamers just wake up and they're like, I haven't gotten my warm-ups yet, so all their setups might be messed up.
I love that Stellar is just like smiling through the entire thing. That makes me happy. But yeah, Adam getting it. Okay. The The grenades seem to really confuse Stellar.
Because you can't hit them at all. You cannot hit them at all. They have a set detonation time. So if you're in that area when it goes off, you're kind of just stuck blocking them if you're not careful. Oh!
Yeah. They do disappear if you hit Kaguya, but still you have to be careful and aware that that's a thing. Now getting corner combo pressure. So Stellar does have these combos. They're short, but he's got something.
Oh no! He tries to counter poke, gets hit by the grenade on the way down. Forward throw. Punish. There we go. You got to be a little bit careful when you make those 236 or 623 inputs.
This is really nice, though. He's finally starting to block the... Ooh, okay, never mind. We'll come back to that later. But he's going to get hit now by Adam. Spend a little bit of meter and chain shift afterwards to keep it safe. Divine Thrust, luckily, was safe because Kaguya was jumping over it.
All right. Adam, I was going to say in a good position, but tries to press buttons after charge thrust. Gets poked out. I got hit by 3B, no combo.
No, not quite. I mean, I do like that the Stellar, as I was going to say before, is finally blocking those slide-ins, though. That's been generating a lot of damage for them and punishing these with DBs.
All right, jump back down to Skull, get sniped. So now Adam's just trying to... Yeah, there's 660. It's a really good button for Kaguya. Goes full screen. It's actually plus for her. Like, moving afterwards is kind of scary. Not the grenade again.
Right, oh, the cross through. Oh, sandwich with the grenades, too. These run-up throws.
It was a full screen run-up throw, too. That's when you know someone's either tired or nervous.
Either way. All right, we're going to get the EX punish, and the slide that time just doesn't work. Like, Stellar, you were right that Adam is jumping over those a lot. And at that time, you know, there was an adjustment on Adam's side. Now he's one away, and let's see what we go. Oh, just round start, hit him with the lasers.
Doesn't get the confirm, gets another 6XP slide. Grenade set, doesn't catch, up back, gets a jump A. And you can see how, oh my god.
Divine Thrust is a button.
All right, tech up. Oh, didn't push her far away with the shields, gets hit by the overhead.
Ooh, nice creeping edge to get out of the corner. Unfortunately, did get punished. But you see, now I complimented Stellar getting out of the slides, and now they're getting hit by them again. But then, once again, punishing these with DPs.
All right, back to full screen. Adams just trying to retreat, maybe throw out a full screen laser. Oh, blocks Thanatos, tries to press buttons, gets frame trapped. Max range 2B. All right, Stellar. Well, you can tell that maybe they haven't been playing as much, or they're just really nervous being on stage, because sometimes when you're on stage, there is an AC directly overhead. So if you're not used to like the strength of the air above you, you're like, your hands start to freeze up, and you're like, wait, I can't move.
No, that's definitely a legitimate concern sometimes. But there they are getting back into it now, 1-1. I love that our first match is a 1-1 though, because sometimes like when it is this early, you're like, oh, it's 0-2 all the way. No, this is great.
Trust me, when things go by fast, you appreciate the speed. You appreciate like how nuanced people are. Oh god.
Ooh.
Gets a run under 2A. All right, that's tricky.
Wow, Stellar looking really good that round.
Yeah, they managed to pick up a lot of more Adam's habits, and they were just less susceptible to getting hit by slides and grenades.
Definitely. I really like, too, that they're trying to take control of the screen space better, because Adam definitely seems to be more comfortable on the player one side and struggles a little bit more on the player two, which is why he keeps jumping over.
That is a tendency that if people are bad on one side, they will find a way to either keep the side they're good on or force a switch.
Stellar, though, does seem to be pretty comfortable no matter where they are, and does get in some good hits with the Thanatos there.
Overhead again?
Yeah.
Yes, keep using the overhead. It's fine.
It's working.
All right, doesn't get the assault jump A. 5C max range, no combo. Ooh. Hey, Divine Thrust chain shift. All right, Adam takes that. Stellar's, excuse me, takes that 2-1.
Yeah, Stellar looks like very comfortable. I do think that he improved as time went on. It does seem like he got more comfortable. It really did seem like stream nerves at first.
Yeah.
And that is very nerve-wracking. There are, 10 streams in here? It's a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought it was 8.
There's 10 just 10? In this room.
Maybe that's what. Right. Side room, yeah, because they're doing. That's the 24-hour room. That's where they're doing all the other community games as well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and like to just be up here when you're, when you get to your pool and they're like, oh hey, your match, your first one is going to be on stream.
Yeah.
You're like, oh okay. But
so, some people still get nervous, so it's not. I know people are just like, oh, how can you be nervous if you've been playing fighting games for a long time? It's just one of those things when you get up on the stage and you realize you're higher than everybody else. You have this innate sense of, it's like I guess, dread.
It's a spotlight.
Yeah, because like you don't want people looking at you and judging you. No one wants to be judged like that. But sometimes people prey off that, and they're like they get stronger, they play better.
And I mean, the same thing happens. Like some people, when they get put into losers, they get that sort of like loser side power up.
Yeah.
We've seen that time and time again with a lot of different players across multiple different games. But we have so many. Speaking of multiple games, so many different games. But on this channel, for the most part, we're gonna have Uni, and I love that. I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but it's so great. We had 605 people entered Uni 2 here at Combo Breaker, so we get. We'll have like a round 2. We'll have that's the 96, and then we'll get into top 24 later this evening, which will be at 8 p.m. And then tomorrow we will have top 8,
yes,
which will be fabulous. That is on another channel, though. I believe.
Yes, that's on Tampa Never Sleeps. So when we get to there, we'll let you guys know.
Definitely, but I mean, there's going to be a lot in between now and then.
Yes, because like the top 24. From what I looked at the bracket and I kind of had predictions. I looked at it and I'm just like, this is probably what it's going to be, but like, you know how people have good days and bad days?
Right.
That can change at a moment's notice, and you're just like, oh, this person didn't make it here. Oh, this person didn't even get out of the first part of pools.
Right. I was also looking at top 24 because, I mean, this whole entire bracket is really interesting to me. And just looking, I was like, well, if this person doesn't make it and this one does, this could be a huge upset.
Yeah.
And, you know, where everybody's going to fit in. I think this is an extremely volatile time for Uni. I mean, I know the game itself, the franchise has been out for a very long time, but Uni 2 itself just came out in January and brought in a lot of new talent.
Yes. Speaking of new talent, this is the second Kaguya we have on stream so far.
Yeah, so interesting. Never saw Kaguya in our pools yesterday that I did. So now getting 2 in a row against an Akatsuki mainstay of the series, and of course we have some legendary Akatsuki players here. So it's great to see the character getting some representation.
CS doesn't punish a 3C roll. That punish is a little bit hard. Doesn't stand up for the last part of Bitatsu. So if you ever block Akatsuki Bitatsu, remember the last part isn't overhead you have to stand for.
That is.
Reverse throw in the corner. Doesn't get the grenade set afterwards, but keeps pressure.
Nicely done. I definitely mixed by that. Goodness. So Big Boy was doing a really great job blocking a lot of this mix, but I was really surprised that Cactopus didn't go for a throw at any point during that.
All right, 6-6C. Almost point blank 6-6C is weird because she's too close sometimes, but because she's still plus, it's okay. All right, swap sides. Hey, trade, but no combo. Ugh.
Woo!
Yeah, they're both scared. They're
I
like,
know. I'm scared too.
You're like, oh,
Jeez.
I shouldn't have pressed that button. And then it's like, oh, it's okay. All right, EX Fireball gets sniped before it comes out.
Yeah, so the startup on that was a little bit faster from the Kaguya. Backdash is really scary.
All right, EX Laser. Cactopus still has cycle, so they can choose to chain shift if they whip something. Oh, there it is.
So Big Boy went in for a grab and eventually just gets hit by a low. The thing, I feel like something that people who came to the series who don't know this, like some other series, when you go for a grab, it scoots you forward. There is no forward momentum in Uni for your grabs, so if you whiff that, you're in huge trouble.
Oh, Jump B doesn't get shielded. Fargo's chilling. There we go. Gets a punish on the 3C finally. Bitatsu in there. A little bit too high with the 6C.
Yeah, just a little bit. But it was nice to see that there was a combo extension there. Oh, no punish on the whiff DP just because the spacing was a little too far.
All right, Cactopus is holding tight. Then back to the corner. Oh, no. 6-6C starter. Ooh, that barely worked.
I mean, it was the edge of his toes. It was so close to not working. But it did end up working out. But a counter hit is going to be... Okay, counter hit and then tech on the throw. Yeah, Big Boy is keeping Cactopus in this corner.
All right, fireball pressure. And then Cactopus just pressing 2C again. Laser confirm. Do you have those? Oh, it's just a slide swap. It's fine. But doesn't get punished on the slide.
No.
You can see Fargo's trying to... Yep. They're waiting for Cactopus to press 3C again. If you don't... I forget if you don't cancel if it's like super negative on block or not. Oh god. Round start, rising jump C. No confirm, still just has a life lead.
Yeah, I like the way the Big Boy is using those green shields too, getting some of that grid as well. But doing a really good job punishing the end of these strings when Cactopus is just a little too far away and then chain shifts there to continue the combo.
EX stand up. It's a little awkward when it hits like that. Oh no, not the EX Tatsu.
No, that's a lot of recovery that you get to punish for Cactopus.
All right, more dash up pressure. And you can see Fargo, gets another hit, punish on the 3C. Doesn't side switch, but it's okay. Has a big life lead. Hey, 2B max range, no combo. Just clean dash from 2A confirm. All right, so Fargo takes game 1.
Fargo, I feel like, definitely had the cleaner gameplay with that. And whereas Stellar looked like they were adjusting to what Kaguya does, like it was a little bit of a matchup knowledge, I feel like Big Boy really knows what a Kaguya does because he's punishing all of these like roll throughs and things like that, and he's like, no, I know what you do. You're fine. I got this.
Finally, Akatsuki routes. Oh, no!
Oh, a grid break. That is going to be... That's massive for a round 1 thing.
All right. Small drop on the combo, but still has a life lead. CS on the fireball.
Oh, the overhead, too. Wow, that's a perfect.
Yes, the assault forward actually got over the Kaguya laser, and now Fargo's on set point.
Really clean gameplay. The first round looked a little bit sketchy, but again, like you said, it could be nerves. I love the way that he just creeping edged right through that laser to close the gap. That was a really great use of that mechanic.
Counter hit 2C, doesn't get the full confirm after. Cactopus trying to mash again. There's a 2C. A little bit too low for the charge MC. CS, EX Fireball confirm, gonna push the corner.
So I love seeing that because that was a combo that he didn't confirm off of earlier, and it worked great now. And geez, this corner, this is where you live now.
All right, Tatsu Ender to suspend meter.
Oh my god, that little charge in the middle of it too, with a throw coming out from Cactopus. He said, I'm not going down without a fight.
All right, Cactopus has cycle.
Oh!
Yeah, yes, has cycle to worry about, and that's when Fargo just decided to change shift, see that Cactopus was pressing buttons, and like, all right, I'll just do
parry.
I'll just parry because like interacts, free combo, ends the round. Very easy.
Yeah, when you space your parry out like that, like you don't keep it as a main tool, it will surprise the heck out of people, and then you can just be like, CS parry, done.
Yeah, because the utility of that is that even though you can't really get like a really clean confirm sometimes, it's you still get the parry interaction, and then sometimes you switch sides, you get to charge your grid a little bit, or you're like, okay, I think I'll spend everything to see if I can get the win this round, because you don't want to give your opponent a round 2 chance, because Uni is a game that has a lot of high damage.
It does.
And sometimes you'll be surprised, like, oh, this person got like a 2A hit, but they still do like 5,000 damage sometimes.
Right. That is definitely a thing. You do have to be mindful of that. And one thing that we were seeing some yesterday, and I anticipate seeing a little bit more today, is that people sometimes get a little bit like, I don't want to say greedy, that's not the right word, but they're more reserved with their meter usage and things like that. And when they could use it and end around, sometimes they'd be like, well, but if something happens, and they like want to keep it in case of a next round thing, and then they end up losing, and it's just like, you could have spent the meter and you could have won.
That's just greed.
Okay, so it is greed.
It's just greed.
Fair enough.
It's literally, it'll be a situation where you just should use 200 meter here to get to secure the round. And it's like, no, I'm good enough to spend only 100 meter, keep 100 for the next round, so that way my round start is more volatile. Then it's like, oh, I dropped a combo. Oh, I didn't spend the meter. Oh, I'm getting mauled. Oh, I lost. It's okay, I lost, but I still have 200 meter for the next round. It's like, that's not the point. Why are you losing when you could just press A plus B, # forward D, secure the round, and just get your meter for the next round? Because this game also has a higher meter gain than clear, because they reverted that change from ST to clear to now.
Yeah, this is a really,
oh wait, is that a Frieza hat?
Oh,
I'm a nerd. I don't know why I knew that. Forget I said that. Forget
what did you say?
I said that's a Frieza hat.
No, I was forgetting.
I'm pretty sure that's a Frieza themed hat.
So I couldn't quite see them when they sat down at first, and all I could see was the purple with the little like bean on top, and I thought it was going to be an Eltnum cosplay, and I was really excited, and now I'm like, oh.
No, it's just a Dragon Ball cosplay, because it's like the theme of Frieza when in his final form, when he's like purple and white.
Oh, got it.
I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. It's okay. I know frame data. I know numbers. I know combo routes. I'm like, that's why I didn't enter the tournament, because I'm just like, I don't want to worry about like being like sitting in my pool. I'm like, damn, I have to do commentary soon. I hope I'm not on stream. That's every commentator's worst fear, is that you play on stream and you just get beat, and then people are like, I knew you were only a commentator. I'm just like, if I wasn't a commentator, I could smoke you, but it's okay. It's
fine. So this is, I believe it's going to be pronounced Lilifire and KJ Pixel. If there needs to be a correction, please somebody let me know. But that is what we're going to go with for now. So Lilifire in the Frieza hat. And sitting now, so I believe, so Wagner and Waldstein. Wagner, I mean, obviously had a lot of popularity in Clear. I feel like we're not seeing her as much. She's still a consistent character, but not as much. And KJ Pixel on the Waldstein. Waldstein getting some really cool moves. That one in particular, I love that. And then, his force function with the rock throw is really fun as well. And I feel like some people, if they're very good at Waldstein, just don't make him look like a grappler. They make his movement look so smooth.
Oh god. Yeah, that new move that he has, each individual hit is a projectile, so it will actually nullify other multi-hitting projectiles as well.
Right.
Alright, so Lilifire, forward throw in the corner, has no buffs. Assault Jump A gets blocked, but you can now, one of the big changes is you can do Assault Jump A, chain shift on block. You couldn't do that before. Alright, small drop on the confirm, tries to read a jump, gets smoked, and that's round one for Pixel.
And apologies, the names were on the opposite side, so now those are corrected. So thank you, production, for being awesome once again and getting that to us correctly.
I guess, I don't want to say little, I feel like to be disrespectful, I'm not going to do that. Oh, hey, max range to be confirmed. Alright, let's see if they decide to spend 100 meters. They will. Oh, they spent 200. So
okay.
They'll get both buffs because of the downtime. One. Oh, they only
chose to do the one. That was really interesting. I thought they did two.
Yeah, I thought they would do two, but they use a shield buff to get an overhead starter. Assault Jump A blocked again. Still keep your pressure. Forward throw. Last chance. Hey.
Ooh. KJ Pixel really showed off what they knew there. That was really cool. It was interesting, I think, you pointing out that they could have gotten both buffs, but the way that they chose to use that shield, like you had pointed out, Fox, was really excellently done.
It looks like somebody went back to character select to set their buttons because maybe a button was missing. So let's hope that's not the case in affecting performance, but the small break might be good for Lilifire. English is hard.
English is hard indeed. But now, this does look like a much more confident start. It looks very similar to the first round of the first game that we had, actually. But KJ was able to bring all of that back, so I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to do that again. Yeah, blocking again. Lilifire with a lot of grid.
Hey, jump C, but no confirm. KJ Pixels gets their own confirm in the other corner. They might spend. Yeah, there's 100. Has both buffs. Also has to cycle. Oh, God. God press. I don't have to worry about armor if I could just throw it.
Right. All right, we did get a chain shift coming out there for KJ. So now, does get a manage to open up Lilifire with a low. They're going to be able to, spend the meter here, and they have both buffs. And they were charging to, that hurts so much. That hurt my soul.
You're not dead. All right, you got one more chance. CS. Blocks your head. Still plus. It's still her turn. Block.
Oh, but he doesn't finish it out.
All right, you have to worry about Wagner with cycle because she can just fly in at you. Oh, big rock.
Yeah.
God press. No! You had all the time in the world. You had time now.
You really did. You could have jumped that. So you can jump over that. That is reactable, I promise.
Hey. All right. EX command grab. Hold this corner. It was double circle too, so he'll be a little bit closer. All right, 6-6. Just trying to keep Wagner in the corner. Oh my God, help.
There is no help. There's only damage.
All right, Wagner has to cycle again. Woo! All right, 5C, no full punish. Damn. All right,
these floor rocks are doing so well for them, and they just run up and then throw that. And again, like you pointed out, that was a gold tech or gold throw. It could have done a lot more.
All right, so Pixel still has to cycle again somehow. He eats another 360C. I couldn't tell it was double circle. Nope. You can tell if it's double circle depending on how far walled is. Oh my God, that combo.
I can't believe he confirmed off of that. That looked max range.
If the rock counter hits his force function, it gives you more on tech time, so you have more time to confirm than if it normal hits.
Gotcha. Okay, that's really cool.
All right. So it looks like a wall player set their they set their buttons. They're back in action.
They certainly are.
Oh,
what an overhead though to come in for KJ. I like this combo that they're doing, and then they did the shield again as well. So they have that charge coming in.
All right, they might try to do a charge overhead. They have both buffs now, so their sword car gets an extension. Just takes a small down.
Ooh. So I like the idea of the creeping edge there. You could have gotten out. It was just slightly too far. And then just a grab. Ow!
That was actually really smart because KJ Pixel was doing a tackle. Lilifire saw that and was just like, I'm just going to do EX command grab to stop that. But they whiffed their jump in and got punished for landing. Spent 100. 100? Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, easy.
I like it. Spend it.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where you could probably have a route that doesn't spend meter, but you shouldn't take a risk. Oh my god.
Wow. Round start, grab, throw, and then oh! So KJ did try to get out of that. They were trying to just like neutral jump out, but they just kept getting grabbed by Little Fire. Little Fire does definitely look a lot more confident now that they've got their buttons set.
All right, but they eat the assault jump C starter, push the corner, spin 100 meter. All right, have both buffs. Time to be scary. As super armor, once again the EX command grab coming out from Little Fire. During that situation, it was a double quarter. Yes, it was. Oh.
Yeah, the chain shift there was good for KJ because they've been getting hit by those rocks a lot. Oh, the body slam does not end up working out. Oh, matching the air jump. Just go ahead, challenge her in the air. Do it.
You have to be careful. She has a shield buff. She can. Oh, well, that's punishable. Thank God. All right, A Buster 3 frames real fast. And now Little Fire has cycle, so it can do some sort of body splash shenanigans. Doesn't even need it.
No.
All right, so we're on set point. Both players kind of close. Let's see what the route start is. Oh God, Wall's jumping at me. Help! Stop.
That's what he does. He's so scary.
Oh my.
He really just jumped the entire screen, and he's getting these 360s so easily now. We did an invincible reversal there from KJ. Oh, they stared at each other.
Damn. All right, KJ got the 2B confirmed. Gonna push the. Nope, small drop. It's okay. Got caught flinching. Got hit by the 2A stagger. All right, are we just spending 100 here?
No spending. No spending on either part. There is one at least.
Oh my goodness.
My.
All right, so Pixel tried to do the charge force function overhead, but Little Fire's like, yeah, I'm just mashing 360.
But it's been working. Like, if you're mashing and it's working.
Yeah, that's, it's, I guess it's like the law of thermodynamics. Oh, help. That's safe, but not if you press the slow button afterwards. You should be dead. Please don't drop this combo. Please don't drop this combo. IW.
Do it. There you go.
I thought that was going to drop. I'm not going to lie to you.
That was actually looking kind of scary. KJ does manage to close it out. It was one of those things where they had the 200 meter, and I was thinking back to, 5 minutes ago when we were talking about being greedy about the meter. I was like, don't do it. Just spend it.
You should spend it there because it's the last round. So, like, if you drop it and they come back and they win, and you're just like, wow, I should have spent the meter. Now I'm in losers. You don't want that to happen.
Oh, you definitely don't. And I love that we have these instant replays. Thank you again to production for providing these because these are really, really fun to get to watch, which is mostly, I feel like it's going to be a lot of these 360s that Little Fire was able to get off. But, really KJ did a good job maintaining the mental capacity because I know sometimes when people get wall-to-wall slammed with wall, they're just like, oh, well, guess I'll die.
You get to think about your life choices when that happens.
You have a long time to think about it, too.
Yeah.
The whole stage.
So you're just like, all right, well, I hope I don't guess wrong on this close-range situation versus wall. And then, again, on that the 360C, just scooping her out of the – anytime KJ Pixel was just, kind of down backing for a second, it was just like, all right, spend meter, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do meter is abundant in this game, so you should try to dump as much as you can, especially if you have a Vorpal. Because when you have Vorpal and you spend 100 meter, you get 25 meter back. So it's effectively you spend 75 meter.
Right.
And as you have chain shift, each grid block you have gives you a set number of meter. So it's like a continuous cycle of I'm going to be meter positive, so I'll just use this for offense. You can use it for defense too.
Right.
With guard cancel, guard cancel. Ability, you have to use 100 for that, but if you always have meter, you don't have to worry about being on defense for too long.
It's such an interesting thing. Like, a lot of the times we talk about Uni has two different things. You're playing the fighting game, but you're also playing Uni. And speaking of playing fighting games, let's talk a little bit about fighting game tournaments that are coming up. So right now, you can register for EVO today, and there's a special discount going on right this hot very second. Use the code CB2024 to get 10% off of your registration. So if you haven't registered for EVO, if you've been on the fence and you're like, man, I should do it, this is your sign, 10% off, go do it.
10% is a lot considering
it is a lot.
What the price for EVO is this year because, the convention center is bigger than what we had last year. So if you're like, oh, is this really worth the money? You should use this code CB2024. You get 10% off when you register. It helps a lot because it gives the organizers a idea of how to make all the setups convenient for you to get to be able to play. So make sure you use that code and make sure you register.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a great time to go ahead and register. It's going to be a lot of fun. And make sure you do, if you plan on going, register soon because EVO is earlier than it has been. And you really want to make sure that you get that in. We're going to go to a quick break. Make sure that you stay tuned because there's going to be more Uni 2 Pools action after our quick break. Go get your water, get your snacks, and come right back. We'll be right back right after this.
Hello and welcome back to Combo Breaker 2024. We're back with Uni 2 Pools. I am Fox. I'm joined here today with...
I'm Jadelyn, and this has already been a ton of fun. We've gotten some great matches so far, and we have a lot of really good matches coming up. I know there's some... We didn't get really a chance to talk about this because we have... I mean, honestly, everybody's doing great. Like, our TOs are running things really smoothly. So we've got match after match, but there's some really big names in this particular set of pools that are exciting to see. I know, well, one that I'm looking forward to, and I hope we get to see them, Teddy Treebark.
Oh!
So Teddy is a friend of mine, but and has beat me up repeatedly in multiple different games because they'll come down to our locals a lot, and they're like, "Oh, let's play," and then I'm like, "Please no, I'm just gonna die," and it happens. But Teddy is in this block. Several other, like big named people who are expected to do really, really well. So glad to see that, and we are getting up now. A-Duo and Josh Carter.
Oh.
So excited to see what they're going to bring to the table. I'm not really sure, but like sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get, and that's exciting.
Well, because like you don't know if you're going to find the next really strong top like Ori player or a Seth player or something like that. Because yesterday there was a really strong Ori player I had seen that I had not heard of, but like the way they were playing was like they had been part of the UniC for like a couple of years, and I found out a few minutes ago when I was talking with our stream runner, they were fairly new, and I was like, that doesn't seem like a new player, but you know how people progress nowadays with fighting games, all the information is out there.
I think it's a really great thing about the age of fighting games right now is that there is information, and if you want to get good at this, there's accessibility and there are options.
Yes.
There are definitely the tools and resources. But Joshua Carter on this Linne doing a lot of damage.
They look like they know what they're doing. Even
I would say so.
Oh my God!
It's Linguini.
Did he just not? I would not put my government on it out there. That's just me though. All right, so Linguini is a fairly strong Linne player. As you see by the perfect, they understand how Linne routing works. They know how to counter poke, how the block strings work, except they whip that EX Kuga, but it's okay.
I was going to say, I was like, that person looks really familiar. I know I've seen them, but sometimes when you don't see that tag, it's just like brain goes, Nyew.
It's like you don't know who that person is unless you talk to them.
Yeah, definitely. But this is some really strong Linne gameplay. Like you said, Linguini, very well-known Linne player, so we're getting to see a lot of this here. Okay, but a good counter from A-Duo.
All right, takes the Reckon knockdown. Delay wake up from Joshua. Assault jump to C. Catches the 2B attempt from Joshua. No combo. Assault jump C. Just trying to apply pressure.
Yeah,
no. Strike throw time.
Oh.
Whoops.
This time it's strike.
Unfortunately, A-Duo saw the red, but they must have misinputted their DP. All right, last chance. 5-8, no confirm.
Yeah, throw again.
Yep, and because you also have Vorpal, you do 10% more damage.
Look at him. He's just cheesing it. He's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I got beat up pretty bad. And Josh Linguini is just like locked in. They're like, yeah, I'm trying to get out of this bracket.
Yeah, I mean, there's Trolley on the line. You want that?
Oh, God. All right. Kuga dash starter. That's a lot of grid on the side of Linguini.
Yeah, not quite enough to be It was almost enough to be Celestial. Like that last hit right after the cycle got it. But you're going to be able to spend a lot here. Did choose to spend that 100 EXS and then just keep going. A-Duo doesn't have a chance to win the cycle, and it doesn't even really matter. Okay, spends all of that to get all of the meter from the chain shift. And really, A-Duo has been blocking.
Yeah, because they're not. It looks like they're not sure how to defend against Linne pressure. Like where you should shield, where you should try to reversal if they're spacing. But A-Duo is going to get another chance here. But as you can see, Joshua, aka Linguini, I'm surprised that jump C hit like that.
Yeah, it looked like it crossed up.
Gonna get a full confirm. Ooh, doesn't get the next 6C, but it's okay. Change it to stay safe.
Yeah, and then the backdash with the Kugas to just keep the pressure going too. Really nice stuff coming out from Linguini here. And then the EX with the follow-up immediately after.
Oh, all right, takes the knockdown. Whips the throw. Throw back in the corner. Hyde infamous for having long throw combos to help steal the cycle. Hanzo. All right, 2A stagger pressure.
No, not quite.
Hyde is scary because his sword normals chip, and when he's in Vorpal, they do more chip. So you could effectively just take like a combo. Oh my god!
Wow, what a challenge from Linguini was able to get all of that out there, and the roll through. Oh, challenge by a duo. So it's like he's familiar with the matchup, but honestly, I think it was just a skill.
So all right, so we move. Linguini moves on. Now that I know who that is, I'm less surprised and more just like, why'd you use your government name? But you know, some players just want to use their actual name because people. They want people to say their name to be more familiar with, and they're like, oh yeah, it's you. You know, you say they go by their first name. It's a lot more personal as opposed to like maybe some people use their gamer tags for most of their life because that's what they're known as because it's easier just to know them by that.
That's fair. I mean, both you and I go by our gamer tags pretty exclusively, so that's fair.
Yeah, I don't want people to find out I do this and then find out where I work and I have to deal with that. I'm not doing that. I don't want my bosses knowing I do this.
That is totally fair.
I'm not trying to get grilled for that.
Yeah. Luckily, I work for me, so.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, there's that. So my boss does know what I do because it's me.
Because it's you.
It's me. I'm boss.
But you still have to pay those taxes, right?
Yes. Very much so.
I mean, but where you live, your taxes aren't that bad.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
Okay.
Which is great, but it is a benefit of being able to work for yourself that you do get to come to great events like this when you want to, which is awesome. So. That's really cool, but it's fun, and then you get to enjoy the time and things like that. But now I'm like the whole Linguini thing. I'm like, you play Linné,
yeah,
and you play Linné well.
I hadn't seen him in a while, so I was just like kind of surprised. I was like, who is this? Why did they know how to play this character?
Yeah, because they know how to play the character. And I thought it was really interesting when you pointed out with the throws because Linné is such her throw is such a huge part of her kit, and when you use it effectively like that, I think it's something that comes up a lot in Uni in general. Like there are certain tools that some characters have, even if it's a universal tool like a throw. When you use it sparingly, you just catch people off guard. And Linguini only threw a couple of times, but every time, a duo was like, bleh! And
yeah, they were not ready because they're like. All right, I have to block Linné pressure. It's like a lot of 5As, 2As, Kuga pressure. And then if you're kind of lax, you just get hit by throw. You're like, all right, I have to deal with that too.
Yeah, and it's such it's such a volatile throw too because you got the knockdown dude just gets stabbed. Yeah. Gideon versus Lil Melons. Gideon been around for a bit now.
Yeah.
And playing the Eltnum, of course, everybody knows is my favorite character, against this Gordeau, and Gordeau's not getting to play the video game they paid for.
A lot of Gordeau players will say they hate this matchup. Oh, they could have got a funny routing combo there, but it's okay. They're doing the try hard combo. IW gets a meter back with the chain shift afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
All right, as everyone can see, they remembered to use chain shift while they had IW available. Oh my god.
Wow, run up throw.
Hey, all right, have to deal with Gordeau pressure.
No, not for very long though. The overhead. So a lot of things with Eltnum is really she has so many lows. Really just block low for the most part. She does have some really good overheads, but they're used sparingly. And right now Gideon is doing a great job with that high-low mix. Just make it Lil Melons guess.
All right, just holds up forward, blocks the overhead. Gets hit by max range 2B with no combo for throw mid screen. You see red? Yes, there you go. Anytime you see red, it's usually a time to swing with your invincible move. Boom.
And then third one and reload. Yeah, perfect reload too.
Oh
no!
Easy combo. They made that. They made the 214A pickup for Eltnum way easier now. It used to be practically just right. And then they were like, hey, what if everyone could do this? And everyone's just like, yeah, this character's way stronger now because of that. Because it's just like, it's a normal routing that she has. Watch. See? It's always a 2B pickup, and this always almost does like 3,000 damage. It's easy.
Yeah, ooh, and a reload in there too. Nice.
All right. Eltnum Strike is also really strong because her normals some of them are stubby, but they move her far forward. They also counter poke really well. Oh, charge dive hit, counter hit 2C. You're about to eat like 4K.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot. Yep, keep going, and then the bullet afterwards, and then another catch. Then the new move coming out of here, bounce, bounce, bounce. All
right, reload.
Yep. Oh
Jesus
my God.
Christ. The funny thing is I saw Lil Melons try to press 2C. They were like, all right, I want to try to get out. It's my turn now, right?
No,
but
it isn't.
Yeah, Meaty Gunshot is probably one of her best starters, period. All right, so we have an assimilation ender. Dash into the corner. Assimilation.
Yeah. No? Anything else? No? Oh, wow. Just so patient on the side of Gideon. His face was like, oh, yes, I did confirm that. That was great.
All right, dive kick. Gonna spend some meter here as well, most likely, because you have 200 of it. There we go.
Yeah, then. And then just poor little Melons is bouncing his head with every single hit.
Whoops. All right, we didn't get the reload, but we still have 4 bullets left. Oh, 6 bullets left. Oh, drops a small confirm again, but Gideon's essentially in the driver's seat here, has a big life lead. Jump A, chain shift. Oh, this should kill.
Yeah. Gonna spend it. Yep, gonna go ahead and IW. Close it out.
So the funny thing about Uni 2 now is that since they increased the IW damage overall for everybody, there's a certain threshold of, even if you start your combo with 2A or 5A, you can essentially figure out where you can get a combo that should secure you the round. And it's usually at the round indicators, similar to Melty Blood type Lumina, where if you do, in that game, if you do Arc Drive, when someone's life is just below the round indicator, Arc Drive should almost always secure the round. And that's kind of the same in this game as well. But the only caveat is that because Vorpal exists, you get 10% more damage. Your damage is a little bit more amplified in that sense. So it's like you can kind of like, you know, guess around the round indicators where you can secure your win.
So this just reminded me because when we were doing EVO Japan and we were doing the finals for Grand Blue, Brett was telling us, you know, no, you can totally tell when they're gonna die with this. And then he was like wrong 3 times in a row about it, and he was like, man, now everybody thinks I'm a liar. It was a really, I don't know, it just reminded me of that. But no, there is a very consistent point in this game where you can tell that. And yet, like you said, with Vorpal, with that extra 10% damage, you do have to make adjustments for that, but you can pretty much get a good idea of where that's going to happen.
Especially if you're familiar with your character's routings, as you should be as a tournament player. You'll know, hey, I got this hit, I have this much meter, or I have this much resource coming up. I can figure out how to like finesse my way to this win because I understand the game systems and you know how to use them effectively.
Yeah, and that is one thing that I know we like briefly highlighted a little bit earlier, but the game systems of, I mean, I would say of French bread games in general, but in Uni in particular, I think that set a standard of like, there's a lot of system mechanics here, and if you use them well, you can really excel in this game. And you have to understand that. So we're getting our next match up here. One that we, yes, our good friend Jack.
Yes. Actually, no, he's going by another name now.
He is going by another name. Well, he did yesterday in the
auction tournament.
In the auction tournament, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's just going by Jack here.
Yeah, he's going by Jack here against Snixie. But Jack did do really well in the auction tournament yesterday. Won the auction tournament yesterday.
With Byakuya of all characters, because he was talking yesterday after he wins, like, yeah, people don't know that I'm a Byakuya, and I'm like, bro, that character is fake as hell. I don't know what you're doing here. Like, you should have lost to Brandon. And he was just like, but I didn't. I'm like, yeah, you're right, I guess.
That's the thing. It's like, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, yeah, you know what?
I mean, technically he lost like 3 times in that last round, but Brandon just couldn't clutch it, and I gave him crap for that later, but he understands. He gets it.
Well, I mean, that's what I think about being part of the community for so long. Is like you can say things like that and be like, no, it's cool.
It's like no, you should have won, but I understand. I guess just don't come back to New York. That's all. It's fine, bro.
Just don't come back.
Yeah,
I love it.
All right, looks like they're waiting for the go-ahead, but in case you didn't know who Jack is, it's also Silent from ST fame. Very strong in Texas. His counterpart being Masoma. Masoma now plays Kuon as well.
Right.
They're essentially 2 of Texas' strongest players, along with Papa Pesto. They're very, very dominant. Texas as a scene has been around since like 2016, 2017. But you're going to see the effectiveness of Phonon here, especially with Roundstar Geyser that didn't get challenged.
Yeah, definitely. So Jack, like I said, Silent, been around for a while, doing really, really well, and has just been continuing to excel at this game. But Snixie does get in there with the set.
All right, let's see if they know the proper routing. They do. Wow. Assault don't succeed. Oh my God, they know the routing. Okay. All right. This is gonna be really hard then. Shield the 5B doesn't get hit by the corner steal.
Oh, okay. Does get opened up there by Jack. Throw it back into the corner and. Yeah.
You got hit with the 6-6B, which is a good throw bait tool for Phonon. She leaves the ground like almost like frame 5 or something like that, so you can't grab her with like grounded throws.
Yeah.
Jesus
goes ahead,
Christ.
IW. So Snixie, like you were saying, does know the combo routing, has really, really good ideas, but Jack just did a great job confirming all of that.
Oh, the other caveat is that Silence training partner Masoma also plays Seth to a very proficient degree, so he should know. Also, 5C starter for Phonon is a lot of. Oh, too far for the 6-6C pickup.
Yeah, not quite.
Hey, all right. Snixie trying to, there's an orb back there, be careful.
Yeah,
on,
was
bro.
not careful. Yeah, I mean, they changed it to 2. I'm surprised they didn't see it.
Yeah. All right, gets it. Oh, orb messed up the combo. He was ready for that drop too. Oh, you're dead, by the way.
Yeah, with the 200 on the table.
AB Ender, IW. Nice and easy.
Yeah, that was really clean. I mean, the only part that was not clean is that they did seem to forget that the orb was on there, and which was interesting because the orb, due to the colors that Snixie has, sort of blended into the background, but you still have to be aware that it's there.
Yeah, because it does make a small noise when it's sent out, and then when it approaches you. All right, forward throw near the corner. TK Fireball kills the 2A attempt. All right, this is gonna be a lot of damage. I don't think he'll spend the meter he gets here. He'll just take a knockdown. Yeah, he goes for a reset. Yep. That's very tricky, especially if you're not ready to block high.
Whew. That always scares me, that little DP, because if you're not ready to, like, if you just let it rock, you can be punished really heavily. But obviously, Jack is doing a great job covering that and making sure they have all of their different options. But it's a really good mix tool when you do have those options. Round start, Jesus, Christmas trees.
All right, the geyser into the install is a very common round start when Phonon players have 100 meter.
Oh my gosh, she's no.
It's an N1 mixtape. Feels bad. They call that the taste on. Oh my god, you're not dead, right? Okay.
Woo!
All right, Salt Jump A, CS. You can still do that. Power up again. Special moves or have more frame data.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, because Snixie tried to high shield, thinking like, oh, I can high shield the fireball on time. But because they mistimed the shield, they got green shield. And because they were standing, when they got hit by the 2A, it grid breaks them because, you know, it takes a couple of frames to switch from standing to crouching.
Right.
When you're green. So you have to be careful when you mistime shield, you'll like be in more block stun. And because you're in more block stun and shining green, people know, oh, I'm just gonna throw you. That's easy. That's usually the easiest answer, but like because if you don't switch positions in time, you'll get grid broken. You take more damage when you're grid broken, 10% more. And your meter gain is also severely reduced.
Right.
So comebacks in that situation are very hard because normally if I have meter, I can get a clean hit, do a lot of damage. But because your meter gain is severely reduced, you're like, oh, I have nothing, even though I got out of the state.
Yeah, there's so many, like I know right before the match we were talking about the system mechanics and how you have to know so many of those. And I feel like that really just highlighted in what took in-game 3 seconds of an interaction. Just the intricacies of one action. Yeah. Like, here's how you got grid broken due to X, Y, Z, Q, and an entirely different alphabet because of these things. But I think that's, for me, that's one of the things that makes Uni so exciting, is that you have to you do have to know those things because otherwise you're going to end up in a position like Snixie was and just ends up getting dead.
It is a lot to take in because unless you're a nerd and you enjoy understanding system mechanics to a very high degree.
It's me, I'm nerd.
It's like a lot of matchups do boil down to certain interactions where if something is barely punishable and you're ready, then you kind of just counterplay something. Someone's not expecting it, they get smoked, and momentum's completely on your side. All right, is this?
This is Spencer versus Beanie Bee.
Beanie Bee, okay.
Spencer looking very dapper. And Phonon Gordeau. I like seeing Phonon. I think Phonon's a really, really cool character. And Gordeau, a mainstay to the series, especially now, too, that we had a Gordeau mirror match at EVO Japan, which was wild. But
it's funny because they were both the strongest Gordeaus in Japan.
It definitely made for an exciting grand finals. And another grid break coming out. I say another after the one we just had in the previous game. But this is a new set. It was looking really strong for Beanie Bee initially, but they're really just trying to feel out the spacing. I mean, these two characters operate at very similar spacings when they use their full screen moves, so got to be careful. But that overhead also, did they redesign the sound of that clonk on his scythe? Because it's real loud.
I think they made it louder, but I always feel like it was the same sound from like you have Celestial.
Yeah, this is big.
Whoops! That was supposed to be IW. That assault forward means you didn't get half circle forward.
Oh.
So if you input half circle forward too fast and you hit forward in D, you just get that small jump. Cool.
He did still manage to close out the round, but that would have been really, really sad if he lost it on a missed IW.
Oh, God. Please don't do it again. Okay, you got the combo off the throw this time. When Gordeaus do that, you feel kind of dumb, but then you know, if you're trying to mash and they counter hit, you feel extra worse like that 3C. All right, you're going to get some big damage in the corner here. Might do assimilation under. There we go. The knockdown.
Ooh.
Oh, CS, you're dead. Goodbye.
Did he
Full
do
combo.
So he did like a little microcharge for grid, and then it looked like he almost did a creeping edge in the middle of that to close the distance, or was that just okay?
It's just him moving forward.
Okay, it was sometimes the visuals. I'm like, whoop. But no, that was really good stuff from Spencer. Very clean. The second round.
Assimilation. All right, got to worry about here. Another simulation. Are you going to jump? Ah, it said punish because you tried to press a button and you got hit by 2C. Gordo 2C is actually a low starter, so you have to be careful. All right.
Yeah, shield coming out from Beanie, but just the EX, and then doesn't get the pickup off of that.
All right, good shield. Yep, and gets the punish afterwards. You have to be careful when people purple shield your normals. They have a lot of recovery. EX guys are going to switch sides. Going to try to stagger pressure. Oh, backdash gets caught by Assault Jump C, but still okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, change shifted just a low.
Because they saw the recovery of Phonon's normal there. Press 2B, took the round. Round start Reaper. Yeah, he had. Oh my god.
Oh, gracious. That's a lot.
All right, just going to push in the corner.
Oh, but then the counter on the side of BDB to just take the corner back for themselves. And yet, wow. I actually thought Spencer that had teched that, but did not.
No, press the button too early, so you got counter hit throw state. So when it flashes red like that, you cannot break the throw. All right, this suspending meter gets a knockdown. Have to be careful about Gordo wake up even though he has no meter.
Oh, was trying to go for force function there, but it was just slightly too far away and gets counter hit instead. But the throw is going to be able to work out for Spencer to keep Beanie B into this corner where they have lived for so long. Little tiny. Oh, there's like a little hop on the side of Beanie, and then gets grid broken.
Yeah, they tried to backdash a throw and then low shield, but then they got hit by the overhead. All right, last chance. Oh, hey, 2-2. Hey.
Oh, no.
EX assimilation. All right, GG's.
There was a little bit, I feel like, of floundering on the side of Spencer occasionally, but overall was definitely the stronger player. I like they're talking to each other now and like just like hashing it out. I mean, like, we're doing these things.
Because I can see Spencer doing like they're raising their arm. That was to show Gordo 2C is really good at stopping people from jumping when it's like, oh, he's doing his command grab over and over. I'm just gonna hold up, and then he presses 2C, and you're like, wait, why'd I get hit by that? It's like I thought it was a mid. It's like no, it's a low because you gotta have to block low. But also there is jump start up in this game, so if you try to hold up on wake up and someone overlaps the normal with you, it's considered that like you're not blocking that normal because you haven't left the ground yet. So when you get hit, like when you see people get hit standing like that, usually they try to jump, they get hit out of jump start.
This game is so cool.
Well, some of it is just basic like fighting games, then other is like really uni specific stuff where it's like you have to play this game to know that, or else you're just like, why is that a thing? It's like I don't know, it's just been a thing for almost forever.
It's just a thing.
Yeah.
Because Kamine said so.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm okay with most of the stuff he puts in the game, but like there's some stuff I have questions about. But it's like if he wants something to be strong, I'm not gonna say like, hey, that's silly. It's just like, well, thanks for the game, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for the rollback. Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, and honestly, thank you for everything that he's. I mean, I know that there is a team of people, but Kamine actively listens to the community, and when things were a little bit awry at the beginning of the release for this game, he worked really tirelessly to make sure that there were fixes that were out and worked on that. And then, of course, Raito as well, who, I mean, he could have left the soundtrack alone and I'd have been fine. And then he put out the new one, and I was like, this is fire. Yeah,
he was just like, all right, I'm going to slightly remix everything and give you the new songs for new characters. I was like,
oh,
you didn't have to do all that. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I pre-saved the soundtrack and everything because I have the one from Clear too because it's so good. And there are tracks on that it's not character themes; it's like story mode music that I'm just like.
Yeah, you don't hear that at all unless you play the game.
Slaps!
Yeah,
it's so good. I listen to it a lot. We're gonna get Ultimate to Miyagi, and we're gonna get into this now. Sorry.
Is that DM Axel?
Yeah, DM Axel, and it's free.
All right, so Axel, Canadian Altnum player, they are very strong in their region. They're probably one of the other NA Altnums who's also very strong, along with OmniDig and KFL. All right, double 2-2, reload. All right, Altnum pressure is scary now that she has Cycle, even though Axel used it right away. Force function, keep space.
Yeah, the 660 doesn't work out for Frege, but he is able to get the combo conversion afterwards. Yeah, using the Rekka afterwards and set up one. Oh, just one, and then goes for the 2-2X series.
All right, gets hit by the the overhead web set afterwards. Spend, yep, web capture again. Set up 2, you already have the 3rd. Time to block. There's one more above, you have to be careful. All right.
Oh, tech hit, and that get rid of everything. And then we're going to switch the sides after that throw from DMC Axel.
All right, Axel's assault jump, A, chain shift, slightly unreactable. This should be dead. Sync, charge some C, dive, 2-2-B, spend.
Woo! Yeah, and not quite. Just
come on, bro. All right, let's see if this comes back to bite him. Oh, God. Oh, you got the block low in time. You're so lucky. You let her reload.
Yeah, that is actually really scary, though. You letting her reload, it's just giving her more tools, and then gets hit with a low.
Oh, my God. The backdash 2C.
I do have to say the DMC Axel did a really good job, especially with that the 2-2-C coming out from Freege, like just blocking all of that, make sure they weren't getting hit by the webs as well. It was good awareness on their part. Oh, doesn't get hit by the 3C from Freege.
6-6C. Oh, got to be careful about shield. Mistiming your shield versus that move, but EX Rekka, yeah, there you go. I get some knockdown, but mid-screen knockdown for Byakko is kind of awkward.
Yeah, the dash B doesn't get anything afterwards just because it was a late wake up on the side of DMC Axel. But God, that dive kick is so good.
Gets the full confirm off the 214A extension. Bum, 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 4K almost. Gets the reload as well. Gunshot chain shift to keep you in place. Hey, using Eltnum 6-6C new change. Lets her perform special moves and movement in the air. All right, standard Eltnum pressure versus most of these characters, but now you have to worry about Byakko with Celestial. All right, this is chain shift. Oh my! Hey, frame trap. Try to throw. Got hit by 2C.
Then dive kick bringing it back into the corner. Going to go ahead and do this. You have to sit and wait for this entire life thing to happen. And then the backdash, I really like the way the DMC Axel is using these backdashes to stay out of like normal range of Byakuya, but does end up getting hit here. And with the 200 EXS, could be really volatile. Okay, Sped's 100 here.
Whoops. That's 2 missed web sets.
Yeah, that was...
Oh my God, the 6-6B actually caught the backdash. Are you? Yeah, you're dead. Spend? Yeah, spend there. Get a hit.
Then, yeah.
All right, so Axel unfortunately had like 1 or 2 small drops that cost him that round.
Right.
Oh my God.
Woo, laser startup, and then you're able to confirm pretty easily off of that. And then you get... Oops.
Yeah, the micro dash 2C in that combo is a little awkward, so, you know, small drop. Now she has no bullets.
Yeah, that was about to say, like, that's actually huge because it looked like there was supposed to be a reload in there, but Freege was able to capitalize and not let that reload happen. So now Eltnum is missing a huge tool.
All right. Axel's trying to find their turn to swing out. Oh, okay. Throw back to the corner, has to deal with the web pressure.
Oh, did not deal with web pressure.
God, they tried to mash out there, but the trade worked out for G.
Okay, right. 1, and then the... I really like this, like, 1 web and then into the 2-2X, and then having the next web set up. Just like that.
Axel actually tried to reload there and got hit out of it.
Yeah.
All right,
tech hit.
He has no bullets, so his oh my God. I can't believe that worked. Anyway.
No, I'm actually really surprised that you just reloaded in Freege's face and didn't get punished for it.
Well, if you don't know that the Eltnum player is going to try to reload, you're too late to swing most times. All right, Axel has chain shift. Sees red. Yeah, EX sync. That's a standard, well, not standard sequence, but that's what most players would do. They'll do a move that's slightly minus and then chain shift to see if you press a button. And because the red mist activates whenever you do something that has recovery, that gives you your sign of, oh, I can swing with my invincible move or wait for it to recover and whiff punish them.
That's one thing I think, like, you need to, well, I feel like a lot of French bread games do well in general, is that the visuals that let you know what's going on. The red mist to be like, hey, this is when you can do things. Like, it's just something I think that this game really excels at.
Visual clarity in fighting games is a very good thing because there's usually a lot of garbage on screen that can confuse you. Axel had no meter to cancel the ADP, but it's okay because he's going to side switch here. Sync.
Woo!
There we go.
Yep, there was. Gets the reload that time. And a perfect reload, so has half perfect bullets. Nice.
214B in the air. That's essentially an air to ground grab that you have to like jump away from. Spin meter, yep. 214C gives her the best knockdown possible. Free reload, plus frames. All right, just waiting for a reversal of some kind. Just like, yeah, I'll wait for you to press a button. And they get hit by 2C anyway. Come on, bro. What's going on there?
I'm actually really surprised because they were being so patient, and it looked like they were being aware of the entire situation. And that this time we do get all of the webs set up. Has to block.
All right. Yes. Yep. So what happened there is, even though Eltnum is caught in the red mist, you can special cancel the gun into her own invincible moves. So you can do an EX in response, but you have to be quick enough during the super freeze. All right, so
Whoop.
Axel has to, get these 2 rounds now, even though he was doing pretty well. But, like, he might be nervous. Maybe his hands are cold. Because some stuff's, I know him as a stronger player, but, sometimes you're nervous when you get on stream.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we talked about that earlier. It's definitely a thing. That time we get all of the spider webs set up, and then you're going to get thrown and then caught in this next one. Maybe able to have convert off the combo, but now getting hit by the EX reversal, invincible, doink.
All right, chooses to keep mid-screen, doesn't side switch. There's the CS on Wake Up. Looks like Axel was trying to bait that out.
Oh, no, that's... I'm really surprised that didn't punish.
Yeah, a little bit too slow, so the EXDP goes unpunished. Axel lives another day. Gonna run more Elton pressure.
Yep, block
that.
low yet. Gold tech.
Oh, God.
Grid break and the side switch, too. This is really dangerous because Byakuya is so powerful in the corner. Does get a green shield, and so it backs up a little bit, but then gets the EX Rekka.
All right. Get the last knockdown. Axel tried to press the button and got counter hit there. So now it's 1-1. And it really does feel like Axel's not playing like their normal stuff, but, I guess these things happen.
Oh, definitely.
Tournament is kind of scary, and then, like, maybe you play not how you normally play, but Fridge is doing really well so far.
Yeah, he is, especially maintaining, like, this corner that you can live in. All right, did get hit by the DP. And DMZ Axel went in for that throw, didn't end up getting it. And we're back into the corner, just hitting him with a couple of those. And then the dash B is going to be able to work out for Frege. Every time Axel gets something, I feel like Frege is like, you're never going to get that again.
Yeah, which is strange because, you were too close to have that hit. If that hits like that in this version, you just fall out because before that used to give him a guaranteed combo. All right, so Axel should win the cycle. That was a little scary. He has Celestial. There's a DP, lets it rip. He'll gain a lot of meter back as you see it progressing.
Yeah, a full 200.
Oh, counter hit. Tried to press a button there, and Fridge is like 1 round away from knocking one of the prospective players to make it on the winner's side of this pool.
I mean, to Fridge's credit, he's doing a really good job. He's doing some great setups, and he's honestly punishing a lot of the things that Axel is putting out there when Axel makes a mistake.
Hey, spin meter? No meter spin. Didn't spend meter or reload in that situation, which is kind of awkward, but gets a counter hit to C. Probably will try to spend meter here, hopefully. There we go.
Yeah, does spend it. And you're going to go for the knockdown and then get the reload. Yep, does get it there. But then just the reverse into the grab. Now you're stuck in the corner once again. We get a CS coming out from Axel, though.
660, stopping the gunshot. Oh, green!
That's huge. And another throw, too. And then just into these websites. And that was so mixy with, like, the jump into the dash B and then the overhead coming out afterwards. Rekka, and then you're going to go ahead and IW.
Damn. All right. So
that was actually pretty clean.
All right. 2-1 for Friggy. That was really good stuff. I had already written them off because I assumed that Axel would win because Axel's been playing for quite some time. I'd say since the end portion of ST, so somewhere in like 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So they've played against people like Rakir. They play against people like who else? Why am I forgetting? Revert. Like a lot of their strong Canadian brethren. But I guess maybe he was nervous. Maybe he wasn't on point today. It happens. Good stuff to Friggy, though, because like I kind of wrote them off when I saw the bracket earlier because I didn't know who they were and I hadn't seen them play. So like I just assumed like, oh, they're supporting the bracket. They're probably having fun. But they're here like, I'm pretty good at this game, too. I know how to play. Yeah,
I mean, they obviously had a really good idea of what all the combo routing was. They were using that, especially it was the EX tutus really well. Their corner setups were nice. The corner setups, what I liked the most is that they didn't go to like all of like the full web setup every single time. They were varying the pressure they're doing in the corner, which really seemed to put Axel on the back foot because he didn't know what to expect every time. Because sometimes, in any fighting game, if you start, training one person to do a particular thing and not, mix it up, you're going to eventually get figured out.
Yeah.
And the way that he was varying up that corner pressure really worked out nicely in their favor because, I mean, there were a couple times, you do the full web setup, you're fine. And then, like, the third time, it was something different, and it just did not end up working out for Axel.
Yeah, I saw Axel swing on one or two of those, so I was kind of like, I didn't think you would press a button here. I thought you would just, like, block this, wait for your turn, and get it back, but it looked like maybe his lack of patience got the better of him, so hopefully we see him later in the loser side of the bracket, he could still make it
Yeah.
out because I think it's like 4 people out of each pool for this tournament because there's a lot of people in this tournament.
There's a
for this
lot of
game.
people, which still love that. I love that for Uni. That makes me so freaking happy.
Because before, what was it? Before, it used to be only 2 out when the brackets were a little bit smaller, but because the player base was so strong at that point, it was a lot more condensed, and it was incredibly hard to proceed out of your pool.
More Elton. Yay. I really hope that's what you're playing. No, I think it's just left on there. Okay, Mark Hilda.
Oh, is this?
This is, yeah, April and Minx. So Minx, I met at Roundhouse back in October. Big fan of the series. Does a lot in her own area to like organize locals and stuff like that, and just been like really playing this game a lot.
Right. So at April, what I've heard recently is that they more or less, clean up shop in the Seattle area. They're a very strong Merkaba player. I watched one of their matches off stream. Their understanding of the character is very strong because they play the Uni 2 version of Merkaba has a lot to offer now because his new move, his 2 force function, automatically puts him in flight. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. Part of me doesn't know why he has that, but sure. Anyway, he has very strong air movement, huge limbs, and a lot of messed up setups that can just, oh my god, mess you up. Especially versus a character like Hilda who wants to stay full screen.
Yeah, definitely. And but I mean, again, Minx has been playing this game a lot. Does really enjoy representing the character and the scene. But April is unfortunately caught in this fix.
All right, back tech has to block the orb Oki there. Empty low. That's hard to. The standard Hilda 50-50 that everybody hates. Hey, a shield rollout.
Ooh.
Immediate VO on the roll.
Yeah, just like, I don't want you here. And then go ahead, gets caught by this. Minx is very aware of what April is doing and is punishing a lot.
Yeah, they're playing on point right now. Oh, 2C.
Oh, no.
The lunging low from half screen from Merkaba. All right, full confirm. My 2C at the end of this. Yep. All right, worms are out. Wake up.
Oh, my goodness.
Force function to get off the ground to not have to block if it was immediate. All right. Minx actually playing really well.
Definitely.
Honestly.
It does get caught by the fireball, which is going to allow April to start the pressure appropriately. But Minx is so ready to answer back every single time. Does get hit and that's caught by the grab there, and they get the triple clap fly into the corner from April.
All right, going to take the knockdown. Probably get one worm set here. Nope, goes for the flight mix-up. Yep. Flight jump B. Should be max damage. Doesn't have meter to end it, though, but they'll probably go for another setup. Oh, here we go.
They just got meter now, yeah.
Oh, they whipped the jump B and went low this time. That's kind of what I was expecting from them in the first round, but I guess like Minx just had a better read in the first round. Oh my god.
April definitely seems to have gotten Minx figured out. Minx was so strong in that first round, and now April is absolutely demolishing. They're just playing such good Merkaba right now. We've got 3 babies out on the screen. You're just hit. You get triple clapped as well, spent all of the meter, and then April wins the cycle again.
All right, up back from Minx trying to get out of the corner. Dive kick, that's not safe from there, but still manages to take the grab. All right, Roomba's on the screen. Hilda does get a mix-up off that. Ooh, blocked 2 overheads in a row. I saw that stand tech.
Yeah, force function coming out from Mental Minx.
Whoops. EX got stuffed by Dash B. All right, Gloom set.
Oh.
Yeah.
CDO, IW, yeah.
I guess they just want the damage here. Just willing to take this knockdown and try to reestablish themselves. All right, there might be a charge. Yeah, pin. I saw that. That back tech got away from it. Triple pin overhead.
Oh, gets hit by the triple pin again, and then switch sides, hit from behind that 50-50.
Oh, no. Drop combo. You're dead. That feels bad.
They're going to be able to. Oh. They'll have the.
They'll have it,
yeah, they will. There it is.
Force function. Wait, you didn't die. Anti-air. Too far. All right, EX skewer. That was safe from there. Be careful.
Oh, golly.
Oh, my God. There was no anti-air from Minx. That's not safe. Yeah. I assumed Minx did that force function because they thought April was going to dash up and throw them, but April just kind of held the ground like, you're probably going to mash.
Oh, my goodness. That whole, last 10 seconds was so stressful.
All right. Oh, he dash up 2C. Gets away from the spike, the back spike. All right, gonna get a small knockdown here. Gonna go for the flight mix-up again. Oh,
wow.
Super delay jump A. That's cheap.
It's cheap, but it's effective. And we take those.
We're gonna go for the same setup? No, worm setup.
Yeah, just one worm
on
the floor. Oh, no, we got all of the babies. Everybody's out. Daycare is in session.
All right, trying to keep Minx in the corner. CS green. Thank you. Give me that. Yeet.
Good break. Yeet. Yeet and retreat.
Doesn't punish the teleport. That's actually kind of tough to punish if you mistime your normal. Oh,
Yeah.
5C
just
AB.
use the AB.
That's the benefit that Merkaba has, is that his AB will just instantly like track wherever you are on the screen, whatever hit he has. All right, so Mix is trying to. Yeah, you can't do that back spike block screen because it's too slow, and Merkaba 236C is actually fast enough to punish that.
Back into this corner, I feel like we've just lived here the entire time, but that's because April has been so dominant. Minx just forward techs out of the corner, though, and does manage to win the cycle.
All right, overhead blocked, overhead blocked.
Blocked
Gloom
again.
setup,
Yep.
that's not safe.
Not quite.
All right, now that Gloom setup safe. Overhead blocked again. April's been very efficient at blocking those overheads, but got clipped right there. Delay wake up, gets hit by the empty jump low. All right, Minx doesn't have any meter, but they still get to do the dreaded 50-50 again.
Whoop.
All
Jeez.
right. Back spike plus. Back spike
Nope.
is plus. Gotta be careful. Oh
Yeah,
no!
oh no, the force didn't get punished fully that time, though. And now, okay, we did get the change shift, and then, whoa, hit the counter on both sides. That was wild.
I've never seen that trade happen like that, but unfortunately Minx used meter again and didn't get the knockdown.
Just going to take it in the grid break with the overhead afterwards. So this is actually a really big advantage for April now. Going to be able to get back into the corner from whence we came. Set up now. Daycare is in session.
Super late jump. I didn't block that.
Wow.
Because the reason why that setup is so potent is because when Merkaba is hovering like that, you have to guess between a very low to the ground jump A that hits once, low to the ground jump B that hits twice, empty jump 2A, empty jump 2B, or just empty low. So it's like there's like essentially 5 or 6 options you have to worry about.
Yeah.
And the amount of information that you have to take in and figure out what decision you have to make is very stressful. Because you're like, oh, I'm about to die, and if I guess wrong, I don't want to deal with that. Oh, hey, we got replays. This setup here is, yeah, because he whiffs the jump B. Merkaba players will whiff their jump B because he's so low to the ground. But then April was just like, yeah, I'll just go low this time. Oh, yeah, this scramble at the end here was...
yeah, this was wild. Yeah, no, that wasn't the last one, but that was the time the force function did get punished. There was a force function that doesn't get punished later on.
Here's
the one. Yeah.
Right. Whee! And, like, you see how he's... Like, Merkaba, he's, like, kind of still hovering in the air. You're like, all right, I guess he's just going to go low. But then at the very last second, he could still choose to do a very late jump B that keeps him barely off the ground. And you're like, oh, I got hit by that. I didn't block that. Which makes his mix-up so deadly because it's really hard to pinpoint, did he land? Is he still in the air? Or does he have another action that he could do here? So it's kind of tricky to fight him.
It is. But, I mean, April also really knew how that worked. I mean, you had highlighted right before we got into it that they've been doing a great job, you know, in a region that has a lot of very, very strong uni players, and when you have an outbreak like amongst that, then you know you're doing really well.
Because their results, I think they were getting like top 3s, top 2s in their region, which is good because Seattle is very strong.
Very.
Shout out to Rurik. Rurik, I think he's here. I didn't see him, but I assume he's here. He's probably one of the strongest user players in the country, next to Carp and Cow Defenestrator. And it's not easy fighting Yuzu all the time. That's like, you'll get gray hairs fighting that character because she's just like, hey, I'm full screen, and you're like, all right, I have to actually learn how to play this game and traverse neutral.
So we're getting Gideon, the 209th, back up here with against Slashies now. So Gideon, when we had them on stream earlier, 2-0'd Lil Melons, Gordo, with the Eltnum. Did very nicely. Great setups that they had. And we're getting our third Kaguya.
Yes. Yeah, this should be the third Kaguya.
Yeah, third Kaguya.
Slashes BNP. That is the group of players along with Knots, Snappy, and Ghosted, if I'm not mistaken. They're all very strong players. And already you can see the level of Kaguya play that precedes them. Blocks assault jump A, blocks assault jump C.
This is definitely the strongest Kaguya that we have seen thus far.
Assault jump C gets blocked. All right, chillin'. Gideon's waiting for their turn. 2B gets counter poked, but no combo. There's 6C, nothing.
Chain shift. Just getting out of the corner, not able to really get anything. Now is able to open up with the low. Combo coming out afterwards in the extension as well. Yeah, gunshot, and one more with the reload. There it is. That was really sketchy. I didn't think the reload was coming out.
All right, so 2A whip, 5A whip, doesn't get punished for it. Runs through the grenades, catches Kaguya on the landing from all her acrobatics. Should get a confirm here to push to the corner. Yep, uses the Air 214C to push to the corner, get a free reload, still keep plus frames. Hey, stood up too early.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So Slashy's going to eat all of this damage.
CS.
Yep, and then go ahead and end it with the EX.
Yeah, usually you will use a long animation EX move to secure the grid from the CS that you had prior.
Woo!
Aye, counter hit 2C, big starter for Kaguya. Should push to the corner and maybe do an EX grenade setup.
Let's see. With that 200 EX, yep, there it is. Called it perfectly.
All right, grenade setup.
Yep, overhead.
DP
Yikes.
gets baited, 5C starter, big damage. Should you be more or less the same routing with the EX? Oh no, takes the early knockdown, wants to do instant overhead CS, keeps their turn with the forward throw. They might IW here to get this round.
They do, yeah. I was wondering if that was going to happen.
And this scales pretty hard. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Because Kaguya can throw you into the corner and get a combo, it does scale really hard to compensate, but usually using IW helps secure rounds.
So Gideon came in with that low and just didn't get anything. Slashies was able to open up, and these grenade setups are really good. The dashes in the air, too, just making Gideon guess, like, what side are you going to be on? I don't know.
Uli blocks the assault jump C. CS doesn't see anything, gets hit by 5C. Very strong button for Kaguya, able to hit you from these weird 45-degree angles. Doesn't use any EX. Oh god, I got hit twice there.
I did not block.
Oh,
I absolutely got hit, but Gideon did not and is able to start their own pressure. Unfortunately, was not able to confirm. We got counter hits on both sides, though. However, Slashies is now in the corner and has to work to get their way out of that if they can. Oh, they worked. They got out. They're good.
Yep, got
grenade
hit.
set up.
Yep, got a 2C hit. Might spin meter here. Nope. Decides to CS. Keeps pressures. Trying to stagger. EX laser, keep your turn. And now Gideon.
Oh, gracious.
All right, standard Eltnum 2B counter poke.
Yeah, and the run under two to make sure that you get the corner that you want.
Whoop,
Do it
didn't
again.
punch the green shield. It's okay. EXDP. All right, EX whip. This won't kill, but, you know, Gideon gets their bullets back, gets a proper setup.
And there's a good break. Gracious.
Slash just tried to do wake up shield to maybe shield a normal, but instead, Gideon was like, I know you're going to shield, so I'm just going to throw you and kill that. Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Throw it towards the corner. Laser pressure.
The thing that I'm really liking about Slashy's gameplay that we've seen so far is they've used the grenades way more than any other Kaguya that we've seen so far, and it seems to be incredibly effective.
Overhead.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Low shielded two at the wrong time, so now you're grid broken, and you're not going to see Whirlpool for a while or any additional meter.
Nope.
But you can still fight out from here. It's just a little bit harder than normal.
Definitely. I mean, there are tools to be able to do it, but right now Gideon is looking a lot more confident than they were in the entire first game, to be honest. Now you're going to get the double bullets, and then you get the knockdown. You get your reload once again. And then a punish after the green shield just came in right with a low once again, and you get your dive kick, your launch again. These combos are so clean. CS, and you're dead.
All right, yeah. EX Sync is the highest damage you can do without spending 200 meter in that situation. So Gideon a round away from winning the set, but it's still looking pretty close. Counter hit 2B. Broken form with the corner push. Might spend 100 meter here. There
Does, yeah.
Oh,
wow,
tries to
veil
go
off.
for a tricky setup, but Slashes immediately veil off, gets the turn back.
Yeah, I would love to see Flash be able to use some of this. Okay, does get some of it, because I was worried that Gideon was going to be able to capitalize and not let them use any of it.
Eee.
Does get this one, though, and now Slashies just has to wait.
All right, there's the free reload. Oh, 5C doesn't get a confirm off of it, but Gideon's still in a good spot, has a massive life lead. They have chain shift, uses it right there, gets a counter hit 2B, and the round is over. All right, that was very clean from Gideon.
It was. I mean, to Slashy's credit, you did win the first round of the first game. And I do still think what I said was true, that was the strongest Kaguya that we've seen so far. I feel like we don't see a lot of Kaguyas. Not as much as I thought we were going to see her, where people were super hype about her coming out.
Yeah, because the initial release of the character, everyone's really excited for it. They're like, oh snap, this is the character I've been waiting for a long time. Like, design is cool, the playstyle is cool. It's just like she's underexplored because she still requires a lot of learning of the character, figuring out how she works, how she matches up against the rest of the cast. And that's kind of scary for people trying to familiarize themselves with fighting the cast again with a brand new character without understanding how their tools interact with the rest
Very
of them.
true.
So, people kind of don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of, all right, I got to fight another 20-something characters with this without a real, reversal, kind of slow pokes. people say that because she has so many staggers, there's a lot of points where you can chain shift in them, see red, and just hit her for it, and you're like, that doesn't sound like fun. So they kind of like gave up on her. But the people who are sticking with her are really making sure they stick to their game plan, make sure that okay, this character's hard to play, but she's very fun. She has a lot of tools that can kind of fight a lot of matchups that might be bad for her.
It is interesting to see how that is going and how it will continue to go, because I feel like over the lifespan of this game, which I feel like will be quite long, like you're gonna start to see some breakout Kaguya players.
Hopefully.
I would like to see that. That'd be really, really fun. However, we are going to briefly go to a break before we get more Uni 2 action. So go ahead and stick with us as we go to this brief break. We'll be back with more Uni action right after these ads. Hey everybody, welcome back to Combo Breaker 2024, where we are in the thick of Uni 2 pools, having a great time. I am Jadlyn. I am joined by...
I'm Fox. What's up?
Lots of things. It's been great. It's been great. I'm loving this.
Oh yeah, it's a bunch of Uni. We're blessed to be able to have this stream go on for as many hours with just Uni content, which is great because a lot of people they're like, oh, there's this Uni tournament, I want to see Uni play, and they're like, at most they get like maybe 4 hours out of the whole day, but
that's true.
Here it's just Uni all the way through until like 8 or 9 p.m. CST.
We'll probably go till 10 tonight if I had to guess, because Top 24 starts at 8.
Yeah, so it's gonna be late.
But that means that we've had 2 days that starts at 10 a.m. and ends at like 10 p.m. Like 12 hours.
Yeah,
we got 24 hours of Uni.
Yeah, because like
freaking great.
We have 600 something people here for Under Night. Like if you're watching Street Fighter Strive or Tekken, they also have their own essentially 12 plus hour streams, because
that's true.
They're just gonna stream as many matches as they can, like we have here. We have another Kaguya, but now we have
Carmine.
Our first Carmine in the name of 2 GB.
Yeah, 2 GB combo has been entering several things, like not unfamiliar to the scene, but another Kaguya. The thing is, though, like Carmine is a really great character in this version.
Especially because 2 Gig's probably one of the best Uni players in the country as well. He's incredibly strong, understands how Carmine works, blood prison setup, double bomb, has cycle, TK pinwheel. Good luck, I guess. Empty jump. Hey, the instant overhead setup that is very hard to block.
There is no lock, only Carmine.
Because like you have to assume that he's going to go for the instant overhead setup and you have to stay standing. But there's a setup where he can go low, which more or less does the same thing because it's almost unseeable. All right, so the player manages to get a confirm with EX Laser. Gets knocked down in the corner. Grenade setup.
Yep, good blocking out of the side of 2 GB though. Yep, blocks again. Oh my god, he was just standing there. Yeah, they counter hit each other there. We're getting the puddle out. That was a really nice DP though, coming out from 2 GB, and now getting with the wheel setups, corner carry, and then prison. We get bomb 1. Oh, and just charging there. Whoa, punishes the creeping edge coming out of Soda.
All right, gonna push all the way to the corner. Probably spend another 100 meter. EX command grab to get some life back. Oh, bomb setup doesn't get away from the VO in time. But 2 still has a big life lead provided he doesn't get hit. Because when you're in Veil Off, you get a 20% damage bonus. Double overhead. All right, hopefully Soda Play gets to spend. No, they don't get to spend the Veil Off.
That's unfortunate. But they did get a grab out of it. So the life lead is a little bit more even up, but you have to be really careful with the puddles coming out. That time the DP doesn't work out for 2 GB, and they are going to get hit.
He tried the mash there. He wanted to take his turn back. He was feeling it. All right, slide around start, but then 2 Gig presses TC. Full confirm. Should spend 100 here. He's got the cool guy routing.
It's very cool.
Double bomb. Only one bomb pushes the corner. TK pinwheel gonna push. Yep.
Hey! Oh, nice punish on that. Looked like Soda was going for a grab there.
Yeah.
And was able to just got hit by the overhead, and now we got the setup with the DP, and now, that time the creeping edge did not get punished, but the CS grab.
All right, double overhead gets blocked. This is the last chance for Soda to play this on this game 1. Tries to swing, gets hit by 2-2. So you have to be careful when you try to press buttons versus Carmine, because if he has not used any of his specials in the string yet, you have to assume that, all right, it'll come at the very end, and if I get clipped, it'll counter hit me, and he more or less gets to play his game again, and you don't want that.
No, you definitely don't. I'll hand it to Soda though. I feel like that second round was really strong from them. We saw some great ideas, but like you said, 2 gigabyte combo. Gigabyte, I don't know, 2 GB.
I just call him 2 gig. Just call him 2 gig.
I will call him 2 gig.
It makes life so much easier.
You know what? I will take that. That works for me. And again, we're getting a really nice strong start from Soda.
I guess the damage from the grenades off the forward throw. Kaguya's forward throw in the corner is like hides. Just get a lot of time to secure a grid for the next cycle. Besides the CS there to stay safe. 2 gigs waiting for his turn to swing. Oh, he tried to press 2C, but he got counter hit. All right, gonna hold this combo, but he does have to cycle, so he could probably wake up chain shift if he wants to.
Yep, and he did, and he just runs out of there. You know, sometimes just running is a very effective thing. It doesn't kill, but then you're able to get the kill off of the wall bounce. So, nice from Soda play.
Yeah, gets a perfect that round. Oh no, counter hit 2C starter. That's you don't want to start that versus Carmine. So he's gonna get a really strong route here. Do almost 4K Blood Prison setup. Double bomb.
Yep.
TK pinwheel. Nope. High pinwheel to see if you jump.
That is the second time that hasn't been punished, so I would expect that 2 gig is going to punish that in the future.
All right, mid-screen routing. EX command grab, get some life back. Hey, pop bomb setup again.
Yikes.
Oh, charge MC catches the backdash. When you do usually when you do charge normals in this game, they get way bigger and they punish way more space. Like right there.
That was huge. God, once 2 gig gets in, I just feel like it's over. He's more of the spider in the trap than Byakuya is. It's really scary.
All right, double bomb setup. You have to be careful. He can release one. There's one more coming. Oh, but he does the instant overhead. Help. Right.
There is no help. It's only blood.
I mean, he has another bomb setup there. They're still holding.
Oh, golly. Oh, the IOX misses. IWX is done. I saw it.
It's funny because what Soda tried to do there was probably veil off, but because they had sub 30% life, your veil off, if you press A, B, C, and D, your veil off turns into the IWX pillar,
right.
Which is not what you want because like sometimes that can be baited a little bit easier. I think it's a little bit slower. But the idea is like, you know, if they jump over you, it hits above you.
Right.
You get the animation, you try to get your turn back. But Tsugi had a puddle down there, or a bomb down there, so he could let go whenever he wanted. So it's like, oh, if you do any action and I'm just away from you, the bomb punishes that.
Yeah.
But because the pillar goes off, you're pretty invincible, but like you're just stuck in the animation and recovery. So
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I definitely understand the idea behind it, but it's one of those times where you had to be really aware of where your health was, because you could sort of tell. Like, we're very fortunate that we do see player cams pretty much at all times. There was a moment of, oh.
Oh yeah.
Like there's
yeah,
just, I have made a mistake, and you know what? It happens. It's a thing. Learn from it. Move on.
Well, you would hope people learn when they play fighting games, but that's a different discussion. Right now, I think we have a Spencer back up again.
Yes, we do have Spencer back up. So Spencer, the last time that we had them, 2-0'd Beanie B, who was playing Phonon, played a really strong Gordeau. Loved getting to see that. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen as many Gordeaus as I expected.
Oh, they were. I think some of them were in the pools yesterday.
Okay.
Because like the way it's weird the way some of the pools work is like you'll get lucky and you'll see a bunch of this character, but you see none of this one,
right.
And then like a preceding pool will have the opposite, and you're like, oh, I guess they just kind of stacked in different sections of the bracket.
I mean, it's just how things happen sometimes, you know. Like this one, we've had a really heavy Kaguya bracket. We had a couple Eltnums, whereas yesterday I had one Eltnum and no Kaguyas in my pool, which is crazy. But now we're getting Sheepy on another Carmine. We had no Carmines on 2 in a row.
All right, let's see if Spencer understands how to fight Carmine. Oh, immediate throw tech. Throw back into the corner is my turn. Gonna get some damage. Secure their grid. They're most likely. Maybe a little assimilation again. No, just stagger pressure. And then Sheepy immediately takes their turn back with 5A. They're like, yeah, I'm not trying to block Gordeau.
No, definitely not. I don't want to block Gordeau either. I feel that on a spiritual level.
All right. Reaper gets Mortal Slide pull in. It's essentially like a half screen footsie tool, as people want to call it.
I think that is correct.
Oh,
okay, no.
Blocks the EXDP. They were like, oh no, I'm going to get hit by like a command grab. But Spencer was just like, yeah. They had a feeling that they would try to retaliate there.
I get the idea from Sheepy. Like, yeah, the EXDP I feel like would have been a great idea, except Spencer was like, what if I did nothing?
Yeah, what if I just ran up and blocked?
And then he did. Ooh, that time does not get punished, though. I feel like that could have been a really big punish point for Sheepy. And now, what a capitalization from Spencer. And sitting in the Celestial. You have to deal with this extra damage. Do a third grab. I dare you. Nah, we'll combo.
It's funny because he did that the last time we saw him. He did forward grab, nothing. It's a forward grab again. But he comboed up the second time.
Oh, it looked like he was going for another run of forward grabs there, but that time Sheepy was able to punish. And then another grab again. He's just grabbing.
So Spencer actually did the assimilation that only combos in the air and only catches you if you jump or veil off. So he had a read on, oh, you're gonna jump or veil off, so I'm gonna do the up assimilation. But he got mashed on, so that's different. We'll see if that comes to fruition later.
Yep.
All right, CP trying to apply Carmine pressure. Spencer just blocking, gets Celestial immediately on the first cycle.
Yeah, that's huge. If they're able to use it, but it does get hit by the overhead. Still does have the Celestial there. Gets hit by the different wheels, and then get 1 bomb, 2 bomb, yep, and a little charge afterwards. But Spencer still has the cycle.
Yes, even though it's not Celestial, the idea is when you have Celestial the first time, you're almost guaranteed the cycle the second time. All right, Stagger pressure blocks overhead. Reaper, make it safe.
Ooh.
Backdash away.
Yep, trying to get out of there, and then tech on the throw. Nice and then just 3C. What a button.
All right, probably gonna assimilation mid screen here. All right, dash up, assimilation again. Doesn't try to jump on the super flash.
Yeah, so Spencer got into Celestial as well and went ahead and did the CS. It was just living in the meter, and because of that, CS was able to spend 100 and then immediately get 100 back.
And then Sheepy at the end there tried to backdash. Gordo 2C is actually really big at catching some people's backdashes, so you have to be careful. Dash up 5A from Sheepy. Probably won't get the meter. Yeah, just goes for a bomb setup. Does he have the combo off the punish? Gets thrown back into the corner. Now Gordo with 200 meter, and the cycle is very scary because you have to deal with his assimilation, but not when you press 2C like that, like Sheepy did.
No, that was a little unfortunate for Spencer. Oh, didn't end up jumping, so wouldn't gotten hit by that command B from Sheepy, and now, okay, CS backdash. That time gets punished again, so the 3Cs were working really well for Spencer, and now they're getting punished pretty consistently.
All right, Spencer shielding, trying to make sure they win the cycle. Force function hits. No combo. It's all right. Reaper follow up. That should be the end of the round, provided we don't drop this.
They get an IW afterwards.
IWEX.
IWEX.
Oh, that's a cool one too.
Yay! That is, what a great animation.
Yeah, he has one of the cooler IWEX animations in the game.
I like that a lot.
All right, so I'm going to assume that was to get out of the pool. I'm just going to use my
yes, it was to get out of the pool.
Deductive reasoning there. And yeah, we are kind of like blazing through these, which is great because not to say that I don't want to watch more Uni, but it's like I would like to watch proficient Uni. So when I see like 2-0s, I'm like, all right, I understand who's like the better player, who's stronger. Not to say like Sheepy didn't know what they're doing. But it's like Spencer clearly had a strong control of how the match flow was going.
Definitely.
How to punish like Sheepy's movement, what their tendencies were, even after winning their first game pretty quickly. So it's like it shows that Spencer understands like, oh, I play Uni a lot. I understand how people want to try to get in pressure, how they want to mash, how they want to play defense. So it was very good showing by them.
It was, and I agree with you, like, not to say that Sheepy didn't know what they were doing, but because there were moments where Sheepy was really shining, but when you do have a player like Spencer who is more proficient, and you can be like, okay, great, I see it, cool. And it's not like we aren't going to get a ton more Uni today. We're going to get, so after this will be the last block of official, like, round 1 pools, and then, so that means that 4 will get round 2, and there's a lot of round 2 pools. I think there's 4 round 2 pools, and then we will get into top 24 right after that. There's going to be so much Uni.
Which is great. The only thing is that like some of the matches won't be streamed from top 24, so if the players here do their due diligence and have hand cam recordings, some of those can go up on YouTube after the event, so you can see how some of the players progress to get the top 8.
Right, so this should be, I'm pretty sure that's Teddy.
That looks like Teddy.
I was like, that looks like Teddy.
Okay,
oh, it's Teddy's twin.
Oh.
So Teddy's twin Pace also plays. So, like I mentioned earlier, Pace and Teddy come to our locals a lot. They're relatively close to where we are, and it was definitely one of those moments where like I didn't know that there were two of them for several months. I'm like, God dang it! And then they both were in front of me, and I'm like, aw. It was also like when we were coming back from being online all the time, so we were all masked and everything, and it was just like, oh God, there's two.
It's hard to tell. Yeah, if they're twins, that's impossible. That's the real mix-up.
So this is going to be KJ and Pace. KJ that we did get to see a little bit earlier today, playing the Wagner, and Pace on the Merkava. That's a Midwest special.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But it is.
It's like most regions have like Linnaeus, Wagners, then you got Eltnums, then you got Hides, you have Gordos, you have Merkavas. It's just like that.
It is. I loved yesterday the auction when it was the Michigan National Guard.
Well,
it's so true.
That's a very that's like an old ST meme. All right, KJ might spend the meter they got here. Yup. Both buffs looking pretty good. Low shield gets blown up by the charge overhead, and when she has that shield buff, that means the overhead has guard points. Oh my God, that was round start dive kick.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Pace is really going in this round. Does have that 200 meter, so could get something within EX if they wanted to, using the fly to just try to create some semblance of confusion. The KJ doing a decent job blocking. I'm surprised there's not a grab coming out at any point here. There we go. Opens up with a low. Finally, just didn't block.
Yeah, it's probably stood up too long, trying to see if they were going to block an overhead. All right, worm set out. CS trying to mash their way out. They get away from the worms, but Pace has the cycle. They have Celestial, actually. So you have to be a little bit careful because if Pace chain shifts, they'll get a bunch of meter.
Oh, but they won't get the opportunity because their grid broken. That's actually massive.
They got staggered up, got counter hit. So Pace is going to hold more Wagner pressure in the corner after 2-2. Oh, they decided IW. Are you going to buff? One? Oh,
no, just the one. That was very similar to before. I was surprised that we didn't get the overhead immediately afterwards from KJ because that was something that he did in the previous workout.
All right, Pace is trying to win the cycle. Counter hit. Oh, it doesn't get the confirm, but it's okay. Wins the cycle.
Why?
EX?
No.
Okay. All right, it's fine. It's fine. We have a life lead.
Is it fine? I don't know if it's fine. You might not have a life lead for very long.
Oh, God. Oh.
Nope. Doesn't anymore. Yeah.
Merkava limbs are really long, so, it's as long as you don't get clipped by something silly, you should be okay. Well, I guess that's why they call it commentator's curse. I don't know.
No, I really do feel like I know Teddy better than I know Pace, but I know both of them as players, and they are very emotional in their head players. So as soon as something happens, when they see a life lead deplete like that, they're both like, oh God, I'm losing. So it's just something, and you can see it on their faces too. It's something that is very visible about both of them.
All right, gets away from Change the Future, gets the 5C grab afterwards. Oh, big punish on a whiff DP. All right,
I say it's a much stronger start for Pace, but this is very akin to how they started the previous round, and KJ still won that. Not getting anything from the grab, and then KJ able to get into CS. Does allow Pace to maintain his momentum, though.
All right, should spend 200 meter here if they got the confirm, but they don't. But they have a massive life lead, and at the cycle, doesn't get the confirm off the 2B hit, but, only a catastrophe could cause him to lose here. There we go. That's
I've seen catastrophes happen, though.
Yeah, me too.
It's nerve-wracking, but that did go well.
Yeah, Pace seems like they have a decent... Thank God that did not hit you out of the air. Holy moly. All right, 5B, green shield, be careful. 2-3-6, it's my turn.
Yep, definitely. And we've seen this good combo control here. Okay.
They try to set a worm, but they got hit by two max range.
That's unfortunate. Because I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And I was like, what if it was no idea?
All right, gets away from the overhead. Has cycle, but not able to escape the corner. Assault? No, they were too slow in there. 2-3-6.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh no, counter hit tackle.
Yeah, and they still have buffs, so they're still plus.
All right, IW not gonna kill, but next hit situation wins.
Yeah, at that time they did get both buffs. We did get the counter hit though, so now we just have sword buff on the side of KJ. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the new move that Wagner got. It's her 6-6 force function. It covers a pretty good portion on the screen. especially when she has sword buff, it covers a bigger portion. So you have to be careful. All right, KJ Pixel, one more round away from taking the set. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was max range. Okay, the fly, though, doing really well on the side of Pace. Okay, doesn't get hit there, and then does get hit by the overhead afterwards. So combo back into the corner. Yeah, gonna spend the meter now, too. And set up, yep.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah, that
assault.
was really mixy.
Assault, empty jump low. Probably gonna do the same setup again. Gonna spend 100 meter. No? All right.
No, it just techs out of the corner, but the grid break does happen on the side of KJ, so that does put one on the board for Pace.
All right. That was looking a little bit sketchy, but you know, we brought it back. Pace is just figuring out like, okay, I dropped a couple times, but as long as you don't get in your own head, you should be okay.
Yeah, Pace, I mean, you could see on screen, took a big breath and was like, all right, I did it. Reset, let's go.
Yeah. All right, so blocks the overhead, but you have to be worried. KJ Pixel's about to win the cycle. There it is.
Yep. Oh, it does not block that time. Oh, only got the overhead. I really thought that KJ could have gotten more off of that, but did not. The fly, though, and the fireball doesn't end up working out for Pace there and just gets opened up.
All right, 6B starter is actually really huge. Just barely got 100, takes the shield buff instead, overhead. Still plus, even though it was on block. Oh my goodness, overhead block again. Not the second time. That's 2 overheads in a row. That's hard to do.
Yeah. This is looking really good for the side of KJ. Again, I've seen people come back from this deficit, but KJ is doing really well.
Oh my
no.
God.
Look at that. Jesus, Christmas trees.
Yeah, so because she has the shield buff, that has an indefinite amount of hits of hyper armor. There is a window where it doesn't hyper armor anymore, but that wasn't at that situation.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Oh, went in for a grab, does not get it. But KJ's looking really sharp. Just the run under, keeping Pace on their toes, does get the hit and going to nope. You get the throw here and gonna get a buff. Nope. Throw again. I dare you to do it a third time.
Oh no, but Pace just getting hit by counter 2D.
Yeah.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
IW? Yeah.
That is death.
Nice and easy.
It was. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
It looks like KJ made it out of the pool based off that win, just because of like how the pools were progressing. But go ahead.
No, it was nice to see that KJ did so much adjustment. And, because Pace did do a really good job in that second game, took much more control, was able to get all of the little babies set up and everything like that. And then after that, KJ just didn't let that happen, ever.
He was very consistent on doing a lot of double overhead setups because, it's hard to block an overhead into another overhead because you're so worried about down backing.
Right.
Hopefully we get to, I don't know if we're going to get to see the interaction with the 236 here. Yeah, here it is.
That is ridiculous. Just all that hyper armor that you pointed out during that. You sat there and then,
and then like that last exchange here, it got clipped at the end, and then once Pixel realized that they had 200 meter, they're like, oh, I could just dump it really easily so I can get the easy win there.
And that's great. That's kind of what you want to do. Make sure you get out of your pools, get your Chipotle, and go on to the round 2 pools, which will be coming up a little bit.
Which is a lot harder, by the way.
Woo, baby!
Because like a lot of the really good players are obviously going to be on the winner side, but like some of the good players had to fight each other earlier.
They did.
So they're in losers now, and it's like, all right, I'm just going to have to fight through this and figure out what to do.
I know the loser side of round 2 is going to be just the most shark-infested waters that I think I've ever seen in a bracket, and it terrifies me. I'm excited for fans. I'm terrified for the players.
Oh, they're just gonna have like they're gonna be salty. They're gonna be downtrodden. They're gonna be like, oh man, all I get to do is watch cool Uni and play casuals. But that's still a good thing.
I think so. I think it's a great thing. That is going to end up doing it for this round of the 12 p.m. pools. 2 p.m. pools I know they're already calling matches. I could see them.
Yeah. So
they are getting ready to get that started. So don't go anywhere. There's going to be more Uni after this soon. Fox, it's a pleasure always.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Anything you want to say before we wrap up for now? Because, we'll both be back later.
Oh, don't go anywhere. There's more Uni. Just don't go anywhere.
Just don't go anywhere.
Stick around. We'll see you later.